Welcome to Clutter Bravado.
Yes, and
It's the energy. It's not just about the stuff.
So we should probably just get into it, right?
let's go.
Hello. How are you?
Well, we're here.
We are here.
We've set up
This booth is so cute.
with Kimberly Deman Furniture. We managed and Raviera's art.
It's gorgeous.
It's
We
been
have
fun.
a couple of neat little pieces, some vintage stuff. We have some new pieces here. This gorgeous sofa, which I'm in love with, from Kimberly Denman. I had a moment today when we finally got everything all set up. We got the camera set up, we got the lights set up, and I stood back and I looked at it and I'm like, is this real? Are we actually, we have a booth
We have
at
a
the Palm
booth.
Springs Modernism show. And we are recording Clutter Bravado here. We had a couple of amazing guests on so far. And I'm so excited. Like, it just feels like there's a lot of energy in the air, and it's just such a really neat vibe. One of my favorite things, however, I'm just talking. I'm just going with it today.
Go with it. What's your favorite thing?
One of my favorite things is seeing you connect with all of these people that you've known forever.
Well, it used to be a big part of my life, those shows. While we were doing the antiques and the vintage, we would do 5-6 shows a year. And so, yeah, you get to know everybody. And, some of the people, Patrick Dragonet, who
Yeah.
we'll have on the podcast, is a dear
Patrick
friend of
Dragonet,
mine.
whose jewelry I'm wearing right now.
Yes, exactly.
This beautiful necklace, these earrings, which I'm not going to lie, they're very heavy.
They look like they are.
I am aware of them. They're not like, oh, I forgot I had these on.
Well, Patrick
But
doesn't do anything halfway.
He doesn't. I was gonna say all of the jewelry is like, it's meant to be remembered.
Right.
But it's beautiful. His collection's incredible, and he happens to be right across from us, which is just a gift. I love him so much.
And all the a lot of the clients that I've gone through and designers, it's Oliver and Martin, and it's all people that we've known for so long. So
Yeah.
it's interesting to be back. I had not set up a booth in 12, 13 years, so it was kind of fun to do. It was fun to do it with you because there was excitement.
Do you feel like there was some muscle memory that was involved in that?
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, it was.
Yeah.
I mean, you saw me
You know
not
how to do
panic.
it, yeah.
It was like, yeah, we'll get there. I've done so many of them that you kind of know the drill a little bit, and there's things that you forget. You'll figure out on the fly, and it's been. There's always something, but so far it's been good. It's a small space, but we did a good job designing
We
it
did.
and
It's really cute in here.
bringing cute furniture and cool furniture,
Absolutely.
and so yeah, and it's busy. It was a great show, great opening.
Yes, it is.
so
It is really busy. There are a lot of people wandering around. It's kind of funny because I'm not used to doing the podcast while also being observed.
Right.
But I kind of like it. It's kind of neat. I'm into it. Something though that I've learned about myself in the past couple of days that we've been here is that it turns out I'm a lot more high-strung than I expected that I would be. And you are so relaxed, and I'm so glad that I have your cool as a cucumber energy, because with everything that's been happening since we got here, nothing's really gone wrong, but I'm going into my head of all of the things that could possibly happen and everything that could go wrong and how this could be a massive failure, which is not. There's literally no way, actually. But that's how my brain sort of works, and you're just like, everything's going to be fine, and it turns out everything's fine. Yeah.
It's shows will do that to you. I mean, I guess it's every show, but yeah, trade shows or that they're vintage or setting up, having the van come, you unload, you have to go fast.
Yeah.
And we hung the art, and we didn't have time to go get ready, so we called friends who were closer, and they were like, yeah, of course, come over. You just wing it. You
just wing it. Oh, speaking of though, can I call you out?
Oh yeah, for sure.
So you're aware. We packed up everything this morning from where the house that we're staying in. Packed up everything just in case we weren't able to make it back there, because it's about a 30-minute drive from here, from the convention center to where we're staying. And I said, I think we need to just put everything in just in case we're not able to get back and then come back if we run out of time, if things come down to the line. So luckily, we did that because we didn't have time to get back, because by the time that we were trying to go back to the house to go change and get everything put together, it was going to be like an hour drive. Again, I'm freaking out. I'm high strung. I'm like, how is this going to work out? You're like, don't worry about it. Texted a friend. Amazing. We get there. And then you had your moment where you're like, yeah. Like, what happened? And you brought one black shoe and one brown shoe.
And that's why I have very cool tennis shoes with my nice outfit.
With your very nice outfit.
Yep.
You're impeccably dressed always.
You know, the cool factor of the white tennis shoes, I was not expecting it, but apparently it works.
You're
so
a cool
look at
guy
it.
tonight. Yeah. It works.
It works.
See?
Again.
That's the thing. The cool as a cucumber thing. You're not like, oh no, what would I do? Or what should I do since I don't have my shoes?
Well, there
You're
was
just
there
gonna-
was nothing
yeah.
to do. Just put the other
And
one
you
back
haven't
on.
complained about it not once since then, but you've kind of joked about it, which I think is really, really endearing.
I think I should have worn the brown and the black.
One
though.
brown and one black
Yeah.
shoe.
I think I should have owned my mistake and worn
You could've.
a black and a brown.
That would have been a conversation starter, that's for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe.
But you know,
Maybe not the kind of conversations
not
you're
the,
trying to
the
have
conversation I
today.
want to have. So,
Yeah. Okay, so I'm asking all of our guests 3 questions that are tailored specifically to this event. The first one being the same question I ask everyone, which is, what is the messiest place in your home?
mhm.
Second question is there something that you're looking for specifically here? So I want to pose that question to you. Is there something specific that you are looking for here?
For me, when we come to a show, you always look for like that one piece that, how do you say, like rock your boat, you know, that one piece that really attracts your
That
attention.
rocks your world, is that
Yeah.
what you meant? Yes.
Like there's Jean-Claude, there's a piece of Jean-Claude, the little bronze that we actually saw last night.
Oh, yeah.
But that little bronze with the 4 little feet,
It's so
yeah,
cute.
that's something that really it talked to me. I was like, I want that.
Yeah.
So that's what you look for. You know, that one item that you're like, yep, I want that.
That like one thing.
Yeah. I'm not when I'm at fairs, I don't buy a lot, typically, unless there's a big project and you
Yeah.
know. But it's more finding, you know, dealers bring their A game usually to
Yeah.
a show. So when you look through the show, there's that one item that you're like, yeah, I love that,
Yeah.
and that's when you pull the trigger.
Yeah. And you also are building relationships here.
For sure.
Always.
Yeah.
It's first and foremost kind of a networking.
Well, especially on
opportunity.
opening night like that, it's
Yeah.
a huge networking. Everybody's eating and drinking and
Yeah.
catching up, and
Yeah.
so that's always fun. On Saturday, Sunday, it tends to be busier, but
Yeah.
like more business oriented.
This is nice because there are some people that are sort of flowing through the space. Hi. Like that. And it's also like, but it's a lot of people, but it's a lot of people that are in the industry already. So I've gotten to meet some really incredible people so far. So that's what's really great about it. But I have poked my head around a little bit to kind of look at certain pieces, and for certain collectors, they'll have a vibe about what
Mhm.
it is that like what their collection looks like, and you get a really good image of that in such a small vignette in a
Right.
booth in a show, for sure.
And Patrick does
Yeah.
that very well. Jean-Claude does that very well.
Yeah.
There's a lot of, the galleries are, you know, they're really good at showcasing a point of view that's, you know, very
Yeah.
strong. Also, you know, taking this opportunity to thank Rosemary from Dolphin Promotion,
Oh,
who is, you know,
yes.
family to me because we've done so many shows, and but she was great at supporting.
Rosemary is from my hometown.
Yeah.
We're from the same hometown. That's crazy.
So
Or she spent
supporting
time
us.
in my hometown. Because I'm from such a small place.
and she knew
And she
everything.
knew everything. I told her about where my first job was. She's like, "Oh, I love that place." And she has to know my mom because she hung out at a bunch of places that my mom used to work or my mom used to hang out. So I'm still like, that's unreal. It's so cool.
And
But she's been such a gem. She was a delight to work with, and to get us set up here. And I'm beyond grateful for her and for how she has kind of believed in us and what we're doing.
Yeah.
And,
and that's been really
yeah,
cool.
Yeah. I have to go to our last question.
Oh, what's the last question?
Yeah. The last question is, what is your wildest experience or favorite? But I like to say wildest experience at the Palm Springs Modernism Week.
Well, this year it's just starting, so that's all good. We set up a booth. That was cool.
Oh, I'm not talking about this year. I know that you were trying to dodge it. I know that's exactly what was happening. You don't want to tell the story, do you?
Go-go dancers in Palm Springs are really cool, and
Wait.
especially male go-go dancers.
That's what I was going to ask. Okay.
Yeah, are very cool, and we've had one of those those nights here that start really tame and very business oriented, and you go to a couple events, and then from there you go to a couple other events, and then there's always that one person that's like, hey, let's keep on going. And that's when now I know she'd be like, no, I think I'm okay. It used to
What
be
is the time? Do you feel like it's after like 11 after midnight? Okay.
after midnight it's like, here you gotta go.
Okay.
Go home. Go home or be ready.
I mean, it's good that you and I are very tame.
Yeah.
Neither of us drink. So it's a very we're going to have a tame weekend for the most part. However, if there's a male go-go dancer event happening or a male go-go dancer club that I could go to, I think I'm going to go to that.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's an experience. It's Palm Springs, Modernism
It's
Week.
Palm Springs. I want a virgin margarita and male go-go dancers. Thank you.
Oh, look, and Mr. Ron Woodson made his appearance.
Oh, my
We
goodness.
should go say hello to him.
We should get him over here while we're recording. Do you think
And
he'll
with
do
Patrick
it? If he'll just
Dragonet.
pop in?
Maybe we should get Patrick to come sit down with you.
We need to get Patrick. Let's get him. Anyway, we've got to stay on topic. Or we should wrap it up so that we can get to all of our guests that we're going to have on. I'm so excited.
I know it's going to be really fun, and a couple more tomorrow.
Yeah.
The weather is also. I love the desert. I really do. Palm Springs is a special place, and
It's a
Indian
delight
Wells,
out
where
here.
we stay,
Yeah.
is really cool.
Yeah.
So I'm excited that because it's your second time here only.
Yes.
So
Well,
it's-
technically third, but the second time that I was out here, I didn't see anything. I went to a wedding, and I was just at the venue, and then I went home. So.
yeah. So
And
it
it was
doesn't
all
count.
at night. I didn't even see
So we'll
anything,
try to
so.
spend a little time
Yeah.
outside. It's
Yeah.
it's a special place.
Yeah. Amazing. Okay, so should we get to our guests?
Yep. Let's go.
Welcome to Clutter Bravado. We are here with Ralphie and Josh. Hi.
Hi, how are you?
I'm really good. Welcome to the Palm Springs Modernism Show.
Thank you.
Yes, you are our first guest.
That's
So,
exciting.
We are very honored.
Yes, I'm so happy to have you here.
So great to be with you.
So you are in Los Angeles primarily, but then you also have a house out here, right?
We do. We have a place there's this really interesting thing going on with Palm Springs and the Joshua Tree area.
Yeah.
It's the high desert, low desert. And there's a real, we don't know where it came from. We're not a part of it,
Yeah.
but there's a real sort of, we're in the high desert.
Oh,
And you're in the
excuse
low
me.
desert. So yeah, we have
got
a
it.
place in the high desert.
In the high desert. We're in the high desert.
We're near Joshua Tree, so it's
Yeah.
about 45 minutes or an hour from here.
Amazing.
But when you do tell most people from LA that you have a place in the desert, they assume it's Palm Desert or Palm Springs.
Yeah.
Really? See, I go the other way, but that's also because I lived in Silver Lake for a long time.
Oh, yeah.
Right.
And a lot of people in Silver Lake have Joshua Tree
right.
houses. You
I
know,
guess
they
it
have
depends on
spaces out
where
there.
you're coming from in
Yeah.
LA. So it's like West Hollywood, Santa Monica, probably Palm Springs.
Exactly.
Yeah.
We have a thing very similar with Silver Lake. We used to live in Silver Lake, and
Oh,
when we
okay.
lived there, people would often say to us, "Where's that?" Which, oh yes,
No.
The West Side has a real. I've never heard of this Silver Lake
Oh,
thing.
my God.
Well, we live in Yucca
That
Valley
was,
here.
that was
Okay.
a while ago. That
Yeah.
was
Yeah.
18 years ago.
Yeah.
So,
Okay.
yeah.
Okay. I got
So
it.
we have a place in Yucca Valley, and people do the same. Where's
Oh,
that?
oh,
Yucca
where's
Valley.
Yucca Valley?
Mhm.
I have a friend that lives out there. It's really beautiful right there.
So great.
Yeah.
Stunning.
It's really
Yeah,
stunning.
it's our favorite place.
Oh my gosh, that's amazing. And I'm sure that because out there there's a lot of privacy, there's a lot of quiet too.
That's exactly
Yeah.
why we're there.
Oh, I love it. So tell me about you worked on your house, imagine, designing your house, putting your whole thing together. Tell me about it.
Actually, we didn't.
You didn't.
We bought a property. Well,
Uh-huh.
it's really your magic.
Well, it's the first house that we've had together that we didn't do. We needed a vacation.
Yeah.
I rented this incredible Airbnb for us. We fell in love. We're like, this is insane. Rafi said, I heard silence for the first time. And so we were surrounded by boulders in this incredible spot, and we just said, this is what we want. So then we spent 6 months trying to figure out how to make it happen. Couldn't find a property, and then we decided we would build a project. We designed a house. We were looking at lots, and then all of it led to it's going to take a really long time. And then our daughter, who was a junior in high school at the time, by the time we did that, she would be gone. We wanted her to be a part of it. And so we took, like, our prices kept going up and up and up, and then, like, building a house. So we said, okay, if we're going to spend this much to build a house, let's just increase that listing on the MLS and see what happens.
Yeah.
And the Airbnb we had stayed in that made us fall in love was on the market. So we bought it.
Oh,
And
that's
it's-
amazing.
We
Yeah.
got, like, it was completely done.
Every dish,
utensil.
every toothpick,
Yeah.
every bottle of soap, it was done. We just moved in,
You just brought a suitcase.
basically,
Yeah.
and changed the
Pretty much.
sheets.
I mean,
And
they,
changed
they,
sheets, naturally.
yeah. And it was, so it's, it's been 3 years, and we've changed. We brought pieces from some of our collections in,
Yeah.
and we've,
Yeah.
as we're finding things, and there are things about it we really love, but the interior had recently been done in a boho chic style that's not really our
Okay.
aesthetic,
Yeah.
but it's done, and there's something about being in a space that you didn't do that makes you feel a little more like you're on vacation. And we're really out here
Yeah.
to, even when we're working from here, we're trying to relax and be disconnected.
Yeah.
There's a beautiful unattachment that we are all looking for, a Buddhist kind of thing, right? And something magical happened in this place. We're not attached to
Yeah.
almost any of the things that are there, and so we get to just be.
You get to just be. You get to just enjoy it. Just exist in the space
Yes.
alongside these things without feeling like it needs to be just like this.
Yes.
Yeah. That is so peaceful.
It is.
That is so peaceful. Wow.
And it's really about what's outside. And
Yeah.
luckily, we have a lot of really incredible windows, and we are surrounded by boulders. So we're really just connecting with nature all the time, looking at the boulders, looking at we have Joshua trees, we have junipers, like looking at the foliage,
and that's
interacting
to
with
say,
the wildlife.
Yeah, I was going to say it's like a Disney film up there. There are birds and rabbits
Yeah.
and coyotes and hawks, and I mean it's crazy. It's a parade
Owls.
of
Yeah.
beautiful, beautiful
Oh
animals.
my
Hawks.
gosh.
Yeah.
So I wanna ask you a little bit about what your personal style is, because you said that this house was like the sort of boho chic, not really your thing. So talk to me about your personal style as of right now. Not,
Yeah.
I mean, obviously, because it evolves. But where are you at
Yeah.
with it now? Do you feel
You
like you
go
have the
first.
same
Okay,
one?
I don't know. Probably not.
No.
I think I am in a philosophical place right now.
Okay.
I actually just said to Josh the other day, I think I was brushing my teeth in the morning, and I finished, and I said, I think I understand minimalism. Like I really don't want anything.
Which
I
is,
lo- it's
which is
just
incredible for somebody who is like lives in clutter. Like he has piles and piles and clutter.
Well, I didn't
So-
say that my systems are going to change.
Sure,
Like I need
you
my
just understand. it.
yeah, I need stacks of notes. I need those. But I think no, I mean I love beauty, and I think I understand designed minimalism,
Yes.
not nothingness.
Yes.
But designed minimalism.
Yeah.
Being able to essentialize. That's not a verb, but I've made it one now. To
Yes.
sort
You
of.
know what? I'm gonna use it
Thank
from here on
you.
out. I like that word.
I'm essentializing.
Essentializing.
But to just distill one's needs to the most simple, essential
Yeah.
things, and really, I don't know if you probably don't know a show called Absolutely Fabulous, which people call AbFab.
Are you kidding
Oh, you do?
me?
Okay.
Yes.
So there's this great moment in
Oh my
AbFab where
gosh.
she says,
Yes.
"I don't want more choice. I just want nicer things," and I think that's my style. That is really
Sure,
sums up
that's-
my style.
that's
I don't
a-
want more
that's
choice.
a mantra.
Yeah.
I
That's
just
a
want
mantra.
nicer things.
Yes.
I want one, but I want it to be great.
Yes.
Perfect.
Yeah.
I'm a little obsessed with Italian rationalism right now, and specifically Aldo Rossi, an incredible architect and designer. And just the simplicity of form, but also there's something about the simplicity when executed with color that also breeds a sense of maximalism, which is very strange because you would not expect that to be present in it, but it is in some of the rugs that he designed and some of the furniture.
Patterns.
How would you
and-
describe that for me? Because that's something that I'm not really familiar with.
So think of basic geometry
Yeah.
manipulated in pattern and in relationship to each other to really force perspective, to force the play of light. There's a huge amount of understanding of how light and shape
Yeah.
work together. And it's sort of, you have contemporary people like Libeskind, who's like the architect of light in some ways. He wouldn't exist if it weren't for these things, right? So it's the ability to know what shapes you can find or create by the integration of geometry and light. That's one simple way of looking at it.
One very clear example. One of Rossi's most famous buildings is a rectangular structure, and it has even square piercings as a pattern just across the entire structure, the entire facade on all four sides.
Okay.
So it's just this.
But each one of those openings has a chamfered.
So it's not.
It's chamfered.
But
so
it's
when
not like it's not that it's a window. It's a piercing that has some depth in the form, and then it's also framed such to create a three-dimensional perspective as the light moves through the day. So the light moves across it, the facade almost animates.
Like
and look, the truth of the matter is it comes from the classics, right?
Yeah.
So you have Palladio, who was the king of repetition, and you have all of those archways that are classic Romanesque or even, come from a lot of places. This is the essentializing of that.
The essentialization
It's
of it.
the essentialization of classicism, right? That's Italian modernism.
Wow.
And
or rationalism, excuse me.
Yeah.
We're designing a project right now in Florida, working with Sawyer Burson, an incredible law firm, architecture firm, not law firm, architecture firm out of New York. And we collectively decided on Italian rationalism for the house. And this building of Rossi's I mentioned, we took that building and we're so inspired by it that we've created a floor pattern and taking this three-dimensional image of almost like portals or windows, and then we're creating that three dimension in three different stones. So it's this very kind of opulent, geometric, very cool 3D, 2D.
You know the name Joe Ponti?
I do.
So this is the school, right?
Okay.
It's this world of design. And frankly, the modernism that we're all here to celebrate is the disciple of that landscape. So I think it sort of comes together.
This is the
Although
whole
Rossi
point of
is
this
more
podcast,
contemporary.
by the way.
Joe Ponti, I'm talking about.
I know, but Rossi is more contemporary than Ponti or Scarpa.
For sure.
Yeah.
This is the point of the podcast, by the way, is that I love learning from people and I love having people explain things to me. That's how I learn something. Like I can crack open a book. Yes, I can read about something, but until you tell me about it and you like sort of describe it in the way that you experience it, that's what really lands for me. So I appreciate that so much.
Yeah, absolutely.
That's so cool. Okay.
Yeah,
so
we're nerdy learners.
Yes.
I spent an hour and a half today on the phone with Lutron because I just really needed to understand all of the outlet offerings and how the permutations within those codes can be manipulated to get the results that you want.
Look at you.
I'm weird.
Look at you. Are you both equally nerdy? Do you feel like? Together.
in different
ways. I love it.
But we're also both Aries and
How does that work? How did two Aries?
fiery.
How did two Aries
Super
spend
fiery in
so
our
much
house.
time together? Wow.
Different
Okay.
rising signs?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. that's
He's
helpful.
March, I'm April, so we're like
Okay.
at opposite ends of Aries.
Yeah. Good. And that's even more baffling to me that the two of you are able to be so compatible with each other in so many different ways in your
We're
life.
together all the time.
Yeah.
We work out together. We work together. We
So
have
beautiful.
very limited.
Our
most
studio
of our doctor's
director.
appointments are together.
Yeah, that's true.
We're going to the eye doctor
our
together on Monday.
Studio director, we heard her describing us to someone, and
Mm-hmm.
she said, it's explosive.
Yeah.
But then they forget. It's amazing.
That's so cute. Okay. So, because I know that you want to get to the show,
Yeah.
you want to go check everything out.
Yeah.
There is a lot to see here.
Yeah.
So I'm going to ask you 3 questions.
Okay.
Okay. So the one question that I ask all of our guests on every show is, what is the messiest place in your home?
Is it my desk?
Well, that's our office.
Oh, okay. The messiest
But that's the
place in our
messiest
home.
place in our office.
Yeah. The messy place in our home. Oh, well, I know what it used to be, but recently there's been a sea change in our home. It used to be We have a laundry room.
Okay.
And it's this great extra high countertop that we really thought was going to be like a
designed to fold your clothes there.
yeah,
Okay, yes.
and to wrap
Yeah.
presents and like do crafts
Yeah.
and whatever else. It's extra high. But it became a catch-all place,
Mm.
and it became a place where when we were headed to the desert, we'd store stuff there so that when we were going, we knew where it all was,
Yeah.
and we just decided no more. So
Yeah,
it
one night I
was-
walked in there and I truly thought everything was going to fall on top of me.
Oh
and
my
I
gosh,
realized
yeah.
this has to change. So
This
we
is
didn't go
done.
to the
Yeah.
desert that weekend, and we did an early spring clean.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
it was great.
So now it's probably his nightstand.
Oh, okay, got it.
No, I've cleaned that up too. That's been, you just put that new picture there. It's terrific.
Oh,
Yeah.
cute.
Mhm.
Okay, so right now there isn't really a place. You're doing your spring cleaning.
I'd
You're in
like
the
it
middle
to-
of it,
I'd
yes.
like
Our
there to
daughter's
be-
at university, so it can't be her
Okay.
room. And
Oh,
Yeah.
got it. Okay.
I'd
probably
really
our bathroom countertop when like the water pick and other things.
Oh
are
yeah,
out.
when everything is out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
here.
Because
Okay,
there's always that question like, do you put it away so you can come back and have a nice experience, but you're just going to get it
Yeah,
out again?
you're just
So-
gonna put- yes.
so window into our weird dysfunction. I'm the messy one.
Okay.
However,
Oh.
he leaves everything out on the bathroom counter, and I'm always putting it away.
Oh.
So there you go.
Okay.
Because I am about efficiency. So there's like a
You wanna
certain
get in
amount of
there, you
times
have-
like I
yes,
don't want to
yeah.
keep doing this, every day, repeatedly.
I understand that on a deep personal level, actually. Yeah, I get that. I get that. Okay, my second question for you is, what is the thing that you are looking for here specifically?
I really know what I'm looking for. I'm looking for authenticity.
Yeah.
I'm really, really excited to find the gems, to find the sort of, oh my gosh, that's here. It's here. I'm really looking at it. So I'm looking for other people's magic to wow me.
Yeah. Yeah. I have a feeling you're going to find it. I've been wandering around while everyone's been setting up, and there are some things that have my jaw on the floor. So,
Well, we did walk in, and usually, we've been to myriad shows all over the world. This is our 19th year of business. So, and usually, I hate to say it, we're disappointed. So, but I
okay.
walked in and I looked around and I looked at him, and the first thing I said, had not walked in any booth. I just did a glance, and I said, I think this is a good show.
yeah.
So I'm
Yeah.
hoping, yeah.
Ooh.
I mean, there's
Yeah.
a lot to see already that
Yeah.
we're looking at that I'm like, oh, I want to know what's happening.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Okay. I do have one more question
Okay.
for you.
Yeah.
What's your craziest Palm Springs Modernism Week story?
I thought everything that happens in Vegas stays in Vegas. That's what I thought.
This
But-
is not Vegas. This is the low desert.
It's the low desert.
Well, probably
low desert.
There was the year our studio director started with us,
Mhm.
and we came out and we met friends
Uh-huh.
from England, an
yeah.
architect and his wife who's in the arts, and we were at a show at, was it at the Sinatra House? We were at the SIA party.
Okay.
And there was a guy there that we all swore was Leonardo DiCaprio. Everyone was absolutely convinced it was Leonardo DiCaprio.
Was it? How do you, it was not?
Leonardo
No.
DiCaprio.
He's
But
a looky-likey.
Everyone
Whoa.
was convinced.
Yeah, it was hilarious because people were like, "Have you seen Leonardo DiCaprio? Leonardo DiCaprio's here."
And it
was
wasn't him.
hilarious. No, and he, it's his whole game. That guy. It's cool, good game. But we have another good one actually.
Okay.
We were here one time. It's not, I'm cheating. It was for a wedding, so
Okay.
it was for a
You know
different.
what?
But
It
we were
counts.
here. Okay, cool.
Yeah.
And the event was at Frank Sinatra's house, and it was hot. And I don't know if you know this, but Frank Sinatra had a pool. I mean, he's dead, but the house
Yeah,
remains.
has a
There's
pool.
a pool. It's a huge pool, and it is in the shape of a grand piano. So that's long on one side, and then the curves, and then the thing. and
Oh,
it's
yeah.
straight at that edge.
Yeah.
And it was enormous. It was a big wedding. We were probably 150 people or something like that. We all,
It was
every
so hot.
last one of us,
Including
wound
our
up.
daughter, who was maybe 6 or
Every
7 at the
single
time.
Oh my
person
gosh.
at that wedding was in the pool in his or her underwear because nobody brought a bathing suit.
No.
So I felt like we were in a movie by one of those famous directors from
Yeah.
the old Hollywood studio days
Yeah.
where everyone's doing. We could have done water aerobics or something. It was hilarious. All these people in their underwear. in a pool.
Yeah.
Well, we know that the pool capacity for the Frank Sinatra house is approximately 150.
We had to test it.
Exactly.
Someone
Put
had
it
to
the-
know.
yeah.
Yeah. Oh my gosh, I love it.
Mm.
Okay, well, I'm gonna let you get back to everything. Thank you so much. Oh, is it Citizen Artists? Okay.
Instagram is at citizen.artist.
At Citizen
Yeah, and otherwise it's
Artist.
citizen artist.
Yep.
Oh, thank you so much
Thanks
for
for
being
having
here.
us. Thank
you for
It was
having
such a
us.
pleasure to have you
What
as
a
our
treat.
first guest at our booth at Palm Springs Modernism
We
Show.
broke it in.
Yes, thank you.
Great job. Thank
Have a
you.
great show.
Thank you. Welcome to Clutter Bravado. We are here with Cesar Giraldo. Hi.
Hello,
How are you?
good to see you. Now I feel better that I see you.
I know.
Of course.
I know. We.
Are you kidding me? When you see this angelic face,
Oh,
it's nothing but
darling.
happiness.
Oh,
Yes, right?
you're so sweet. You're
No,
too sweet. I
I'm
appreciate
real.
it. You are.
I'm real.
I love it.
Very real, very real. As real as he can get. Yes. Yeah.
Okay. How is it getting here today from LA? So you live in LA.
Yes, I live in Los Angeles.
Yes.
Amazing. Always coming to Modernism is fantastic.
Yeah.
It's a long drive, but it's worth it.
It's worth
Well,
it.
also because it's a Friday, and Fridays are always, of course, the traffic.
Yeah.
But it's worth it now that I'm here with you both, of course.
And the
It's-
weather is perfect,
and the weather
weekend
is
is going to
perfect.
be
And the
incredible.
weekend
We're
is
going to
gonna be
see each other
incredible.
many
We're going to
times
see each other many times.
over
Yes.
the weekend.
This is, yeah.
And it's Valentine's Day.
And it's Valentine's Day. Oh my God, I forgot to say Happy Valentine's.
Happy Valentine's
my
Day.
God,
Oh, I
yes.
adore you.
Lord,
I would love
happy
this all
Valentine's
the
to you,
time,
baby.
every day.
Well, I'm sure you don't lack of it. I'm sure you get
Okay,
it all the
not
time.
all the time.
Yes,
Not all
yes,
the time.
Yeah.
That's fair. So,
Yeah.
you have a million projects that are going on always. What
Yeah.
is the newest one that you have been putting your energy into?
Oh, that's a very good question. Because, Rudy, my partner, and I were talking as we were coming here. It's a beautiful project, and it's been. I don't want to. I love to work.
Yes.
I think I have to say now that I'm a workaholic.
Okay.
It's a good addiction. So this is a project that I'm launching in Salone for 2025 coming up this April
Okay.
with Giulio Capellini. After it was a very long process, many interviews and many conversations. So finally, now is the umbrella of Giulio Capellini, featuring Cesar G. Under his umbrella for Salone. It's a very big
Okay.
installation.
Okay, yeah.
And it's called the Next Place Hotel. And it's about, the concept is about what the hospitality industry will look like in the future.
Oh, wow.
Okay.
What is the, what is the look, what is the
Okay.
feeling? So, I hope that you can make it, you can come to Salone and
Yeah.
you get to experience because it's going to be very beautiful.
I would be honored to. Yes.
Yes, absolutely. You are more than invited.
So, what are some
Wow.
things about
Yeah.
it that make it different from a hotel that you would expect today?
One of my initial feelings, and probably this is why I probably ended up doing the project, because I think that today, where we are is so. It's quite impersonal and very cold. So when Giulio asked me, okay, I would love for you to design that special space, whatever you want to do for that space, I had the concept of a spa, what the future spa is going to look like. And of course, the hotel is like a normal hotel. You come in, you have the lobby, you have the main bar, you have the master suite, you have the gym, you have the yoga room, you have the meditation room. One of those, beautiful hotels, boutique hotel. And I said to him, look, I really want to go away from it. I want to go as far as I can, come back to the basics. I want to bring, a different touch to it. I don't want to come to a hotel and press a button and then a red light comes on and it goes, welcome Cesar to you suite.
Yeah.
Because that's the future that we see very soon.
Yeah.
So he liked the idea that I wanted to bring this. In fact, I even suggested to bring a shaman from Oaxaca, Mexico, because I wanted to do rituals in my, in my designs. I tend to be modern. I like to be modern, but I also like to be very warm. It's even in my personality.
Yeah.
I love people.
Yeah.
And I love people, and I want to bring that love. I like to bring that warmth to a space And so the space that I'm now designing is a collaboration that I'm doing with Groa Spa, Cosentino,
Wow.
and some other brands that I'm launching at Salone. One of them is Vetzak, he used to be the former creative director for Adidas, 10 years.
Okay.
He left the fashion world and now he's coming into the interior design world.
Okay.
And now we join forces and now we're doing this new collection of furniture,
That's beautiful.
which
Okay.
also will be launched at Salone and is going to be also exhibited at the new
Yeah.
MI room. The idea that I came up with finally after thinking so much about it, it's when you go to Hungary that you see these spas that people dine, they wine and they spend time in a living room and then they bath and then they just, it's a moment of transitions, enchanted transitions. You experience all of those different moments in one beautiful confined space.
Yes.
I have like about 2,000 square feet,
Okay.
to put this installation together. But that's what I want you to feel when you come in. And be it the future or not, that's my interpretation. That's my interpretation of that future.
So much of what we have idealized for the future, I don't particularly see this as the ideal, but so much of where technology is moving is removing the humanity from the way that we interact with each other,
Yes.
to making something like an AI, where if you don't know something, you ask a computer rather than asking your friend who may know
Absolutely,
more
it
than you.
is becoming
Yeah.
that, and it's going fast. And so-
Absolutely, and I'm also I push right up against that because I've learned, especially like even on the podcast, I've learned so much from people and from their experiences with the world and the things that they've been able to achieve. There's so much value in that, and I feel like creating a space where you have people coming together, where technology is not a part of it,
Absolutely.
where you are encouraging that communal element of the village that we are meant to be in.
Right.
We're a tribal species.
Yes.
We need to be with each other. And I think it's beautiful that you're creating something where that is really encouraged. Yeah.
And I obviously I'm presenting this concept in a few days, but I also think that my future, is more about the human beauty. It's
Yeah.
more about the aesthetic beauty that I love.
Yeah.
It's about color. It's about feeling. It's about, and so that space, of course, will have some technology into it
course,
because
yeah.
we always, and I think it's a great combo as well. But yes, I don't think I right now I'm not able to go to that futuristic. I
Yeah.
don't think it would. I mean, I don't find it fun, to be honest.
So it's interesting because we were obviously Palm Springs full with hotels and restaurants. We went to one hotel for lunch quickly, and I felt like, I feel like all of them are the same music, same vibe, and so it's nice to be able to also put a personal touch on a property or in hospitality that has something that's different.
Yes,
and
yes,
value.
yes, yes. Everybody's going towards the same look,
Yeah.
the same feel, the same. Yes,
And-
it's kind of becoming sort of a cookie cutter in
cutter,
terms
yeah.
of like that whole vibe.
Yeah.
And it's kind of interesting that you said that because once it's done somewhere and it's a hit, then everybody
Right.
keeps going the same
Yeah.
route.
Yeah.
It's almost, I don't know right now. I mean, please, I like to say what I think, and I don't. Sometimes I like to have a filter, but right now I feel that everything is going so like it's all cream. It's all like the palette is all cream. Everything is cream. It looks like an ice cream shop.
Yeah.
It's all, the palette is all very white and cream, and like there's no.
Like vibrance.
Yes,
Yeah.
the vibrance. It's almost like a fear for color. And I'm someone that I love color. I am fearless about color, and it's a risk. Sometimes it's a home run, and sometimes it's not. But
But
Yeah.
I think also, we've known each other for quite some time. You have a personality. Your designs reflect a personality. You work with your clients, but you impact, the design, the project. And I think that either clients are not letting designers really express themselves, or designers are getting afraid. But
Right.
we need to have, when you hire someone, let them speak, let them express themselves with your needs, with the needs of the client. I get it, but it needs to have like a little bit of that.
definitely, yeah. Which
Yeah.
is a good point too, because Lauren, because with clients, luckily, I have to say that we're blessed that we get to choose. We get to see. We get to choose who to work with, and it's funny because I have said this in other panels or podcasts or conversations.
Yeah.
This is a conversation.
Yes.
It's almost like we put our clients through therapy, and we say we
Right.
do. It's a very good conversation. It's a very honest, organic conversation. What is it that you want? Why I am being hired to do what you? Because at the end of the day, I really want to direct the design process.
Yeah.
Yet, respectfully knowing that you are the client, embracing who you are.
Yeah.
Enhancing who you are,
Yeah.
and of course taking of course what you want for your space, but giving it a touch that you might not know, you might not be aware of, but by having me, I am going to create that beauty for you. And at the
Yeah.
end of the day, it's a collaboration.
Yeah.
Right.
It's a conversation.
Yeah.
Yeah, rather than me doing it or the client. No, it's this conversation that has to happen.
But you have to trust the personality
Oh,
of your
for
designer.
sure,
You have
for
to
sure, for
enhance.
sure.
I mean, you have to not let them, because I feel like the hotel that we were at today, it was very well done,
It was
but it
beautiful.
lacked the
It didn't.
personality.
It didn't have a personality.
Right.
Yeah. It didn't have anything that really stood out as like, oh, this is really interesting. I feel different when I'm in here.
But I think that to
Yeah.
finish that part of the conversation, I think that you as a designer with a lot of a lot of soul. I mean, you when you do a project, it's deeply thought. I think that needs to be that should be enhanced and promoted, and I'm glad that you're doing that at Salone and,
Yes.
and
Yes,
expressing
yeah. It's a-
and showing a different side.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, I think it's a very beautiful opportunity, and when they reach out to me, of course, it's opportunities. I'm always open. I'm always
Right.
open to do, to collaborate, and I think that this is what we're here for.
Yeah.
To to grab these opportunities and to enjoy them as well.
Yes.
We're blessed, to do what we do because. I just don't feel that what I do is a job. I mean,
Right.
I really, I
Yeah.
just, I go to my studio and I can be in my studio for 16 hours and I still feel like I have my day, which is great. I mean, I love what I do, and if you ask me if I could do something else, I don't think I can really,
Yeah.
if I can disappear from this world and come back, I ask God that I can be an interior designer because this is what I love to do. This
Yeah.
is my DNA. There's nothing else.
That's
Yeah.
beautiful. That's
Yeah, yeah,
beautiful.
yeah.
Well, I know that we're sort of wrapping up here at the
Right.
event tonight. So I want to get to the 3 questions that we ask our guests. And
Sure,
we've
sure.
tailored them. We normally ask our guests 3 questions, but for the show, they're a little bit different.
Okay.
But the first one remains the same.
Okay.
What is the messiest place in your home?
Oof, that's a difficult one because I'm obsessive. I'm like, I am a complete, and Rudy will tell you, I am so organized. The garage, probably.
The
I mean,
garage?
yeah, probably is because it's but the rest of the space is very, I keep things, yeah, it's a tight ship.
Okay.
I'm very, even though I have this, really happy-go-lucky personality, if that's what you call it, but I'm very, very, when it comes to organization, my studio as well. Yeah, probably the garage.
Okay,
Yeah.
the garage. It's also like probably an overflow place for everything. If
Yes,
something
it's
doesn't fit in
almost
house,
like
then
the
you put it there.
space that
Yeah,
if you don't
yeah.
have time, you just like really, because you just, the spot that you just have, places to put things that are not really, fitting in your space, in your
Yeah.
house. Yeah.
Yeah. So, second question. Is there something specific that you are looking for here this weekend?
No, really. I like when I come to these, type of shows. I love to come with no expectations, but I also love to come and see beautiful people like you and nice faces, and especially what we went through in LA, with the
Exactly.
fires. It's so nice to LA. The city has been sad,
Right.
and I love Los Angeles. I am, of course, originally from Medellin, Colombia, but I am LA. I love the city. It's a beautiful town. And so it's very sad to see what has been going on, and then coming here and to see beautiful faces, and it brings happiness.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah,
good.
Yeah, for sure.
I love that answer.
Yeah.
Okay, I have one last question for you. And that is, well, first, you've been here before, correct?
Yes. Yeah.
Okay.
Many times. Yeah.
I would be interested to know your wildest Palm Springs Modernism Week story.
Oh yes, that was a good one. It was at the DiCaprio house. We had an amazing dinner, and then after that, after dinner, we went with all the executives of Genet and everybody, all the designers, that we were sharing an amazing evening. We went to a bar, and then we went to another bar, and then we went to another bar,
That's
and we
past
ended
midnight.
up, yeah, that's way past midnight. And then, yes, we ended up at a street bar, and then
Okay.
we ended up at at someone's suite, and then we just, ended up probably it was 6 a.m.
Okay.
And then get up maybe I think 3 hours later to get ready for the
Good
next.
for another event.
That was probably like the most, wild, yeah. But all good and fun
I've
and
heard,
safe.
I've heard great things about the strip clubs, the go-go dancers since I've been
Yes,
there.
yeah.
Yeah.
It was amazing. It was
Yeah?
amazing. Yeah, it was fun. It was
what I
great.
mean.
It is very Palm Springs, super
Okay.
colorful
I love
and
it.
super enjoyable. Yes,
Okay.
yes.
See, I need to have that kind of Palm Springs
All right,
experience.
we'll work on that.
Yes.
Cesar, thank you.
No, thank you.
Oh, you are such
Thank
a
you very
you are
much.
such a
You
beautiful
are-
person,
no.
and it was such a joy to have you on the show.
Absolutely, no,
Thank you
likewise.
so
I know I
much.
love you both.
And we'll see you in LA and we'll do
We'll
another
do a proper
session.
full episode with you. Where we
Great,
get to know
fantastic.
everything about you.
Of
but
course,
this
of
is a
course.
great little teaser.
Absolutely, yes. And I
Love
have
you.
to invite you to my hometown, Medellin. That is a very beautiful town.
Done.
You guys
Sounds
will
great.
absolutely love it.
I would love
Medellin
it.
is a city that is a must.
Yes.
It's lush and it's just full of life.
Can't wait.
Yeah. You will love it. Yes,
Oh, I
yeah,
can't
yeah.
wait. All right, let's
Yes.
do it.
Love you, Cesar.
Yeah, thank you.
Thank
you.
Thank you so much.